Hey guys, welcome back to the main event. I'm Daniel, and tonight we're going back to WWF for Survivor Series 1995. Teams of Federation Superstars will battle it out. That's right, Survivor Series, my favorite pay-per-view of the year. Who's fit to survive? Well, I don't know. Let's wait and see. I don't know. These are just taglines I read, and I try to add a little something to the end, and got nothing to add to this one. This has no bearing on the main event at all, so fuck it. So let's get to it, shall we? This is November 19th, 1995. We are at the U.S. Air Arena in Landover, Maryland, and we're in front of like close to 15,000, if I'm not mistaken. And the main event, it is a no count-out, no disqualification match for the world title between Bret Hitman Hart and Big Daddy Cool Diesel. Okay, so, Diesel won this match, he won the title from Bob Backlund back in January. Like, mere days after Backlund beat Bret Hart for the title. So, Diesel had a pretty good run with it. At In Your House 4, that we did, we reviewed it just past Friday, he fought British Bulldog, and of course, Bret Hart got involved in that match. He was doing color commentary. He was going to face the winner, or the champion, I guess I should say. And of course, he interfered, attacked Bulldog. Bulldog won the match, but not the title. And then, of course, Diesel got pissed about that, attacked Hart, and it kind of added a little bit more fuel to the fire. Now, in the weeks leading up to this, we kind of examined their past. These guys, Diesel and Bret Hart, crossed paths twice on pay-per-view. The first time was at King of the Ring 94. Which resulted in a disqualification loss for Hart. Jim Neidhart interfered, attacked Diesel, caused DQ. That was when Hart was champion. Now, go to the Royal Rumble in 95. After Diesel won it, they fought for the title. Now Diesel's champion, and several people interfered. It was like Owen and Shawn Michaels and Bob Backlund. Like, everybody was just trying to get in there and get a piece. I think Jeff Jarrett interfered, if I'm not mistaken. Like, did him and Roddy interfere also? I don't remember. It doesn't matter. Everybody's interfering in this match, and eventually the match is just thrown out. Once again, no decisive winner. So, this time, President Gorilla Monsoon said, you know what? Here's what we're going to do. We're going to make sure there's a decisive winner. There's going to be no disqualification, no count out, no time limit. Like, literally, you guys are just going to battle it out. Somebody's walking away champion on this one. So that was kind of the setup here. So we get out there and we kick things off, and right off the bat, Diesel pulls off his turnbuckle pad. And then Hart, in turn, does the same to his. And what I love about it is the referee never gets involved here. That's one thing that irks me so much. Because doing this show and the Mid-Card Mania, I've been watching a lot of wrestling lately, old school wrestling. And it's all fresh up here because I've been watching it in a short amount of time. And I just noticed that when it comes to WCW/NWA, whenever they have any kind of no DQ stipulation, whether it be a cage match, a street fight, or just a flat-out no DQ match, dude, the referee gets in there, will pull wrestlers off when they're choking somebody or using a weapon. They'll take the weapon away. And I was like, what the fuck? Fuck off. Like, go sit down. Go do something. Go get a hot dog from the stand. Dude, we don't need you right now. Whereas WWF, yes, there will be some, they will admonish you, don't do this, but they don't stop you. That's what, logically, that makes more sense. That's the way it should be. WCW fucking sucks, so eat a dick. So anyways, I like that aspect right off the bat. They do that. Now, the story they're telling here, it's Diesel's strength and size going up against Hart's speed and technical prowess. And it's a really cool combination right there, and they really played up well. Early on, they busted chairs out, and they're just laying into each other. Diesel kind of gets the better of it early on against Hart. And once again, the referee never tried to break it up. And I love the commentary. Mr. Perfect is just like, what's he going to do, disqualify him? Like, nah, hit him again. Like, doesn't matter. You can lay into him on this. So they're battling out. One of my favorite little moments here is Hart gets like I guess it's a microphone cable or whatever, and he wraps it around Diesel's ankle and ties it. And of course, it's tied to the post. So Diesel is kind of tethered to the ring post there, and of course Hart attack. And I love it because like Hart gets he starts really getting some good shots on him. Diesel's able to finally get him away, but it is like for a little bit. I'm like, that's pretty freaking ingenious. Like, I've never seen this match. First time I ever saw this match, and I knew the results already going into it, but I've never actually saw the match itself. And I was like, that's fucking brilliant right there. Turnbuckles come into play. They each eat the metal ring in the turnbuckle corner without the pad each time. And of course, one of the highlights of the match, Hart on the apron, and Diesel, bam, knocks into him. He flies off the apron through the table. Now, that may not sound like much today, but you got to remember, this is 1995, and this is WWF. I know in ECW they were probably doing some crazy shit like this at this point, but WWF, no. You don't see table spots. And in fact, it comes out of nowhere. Like, maybe now you watch it and you know it's coming. You're like, oh, yeah, they're clearly setting that up. But at the time, it's just like he's on the apron, bam, right into the table. And it wasn't this like, the commentating tables we have now, or even, it was just like he hits it. They didn't remove monitors, none of that shit. Like, literally, he just flies off and goes through it. And I was like, holy shit, like, that's awesome. Crowd goes nuts on that. Diesel throws him back in there, and of course he's going for the powerbomb, and Hart can't even stand for the powerbomb. And of course Diesel's got that smirk on his face. Everyone's like, why don't he just pin him? Which to me it made sense. Like, at this point Diesel's wanting to inflict punishment. He's got him where he wants him. He's gonna put the exclamation mark on the sentence, drop the jackknife. Goes to pick him up. However, Hart jumps up with a surprise small package. 1, 2, 3. Bret Hart wins the match and the title, and Diesel is pissed. After the match, he attacks Hart, hits him with like 2 or 3 jackknives. Referees come out, he throws them to the side. He gets a bigger cheer doing this than he did like when he came out to the ring. Like he got a decent sized pop when he came out. Not as big as Hart's, but he got a decent sized pop. But after that, like, dude, the crowd's kind of cheering for him. I loved it. And then of course he walks out, and of course he's just got that cocky smile on his face. And just walks out, and there's Hart in the middle of the ring, laid out. So let's talk about the fallout real quick before I get to my review. The fallout here was that prior to this match, the British Bulldog and actually the whole Camp Cornette, Cornette stable, they had a lawyer they hired, Clarence Mason, and Clarence Mason declared that British Bulldog gets himself a title shot at the next In Your House 5, and he would face the champion, whoever it may be, after this, because technically he still was in running or in contention, because he beat the champion. He technically beat the champion at WrestleMania, at In Your House 4. So, he should still get a shot. So they worked it out. And so that was the setup of the main event at WrestleMania. I don't know why I'm getting WrestleMania In Your House confused. At In Your House 5, they set up the main event between British Bulldog and Bret Hart. But we'll talk about that another time. And of course, this was the beginning of Diesel's tweener run. I always hated the term tweener or, I guess anti-hero or whatever when it came to wrestling, because I felt like, regardless if he's trying to be a good guy or a bad guy or just somewhere in between, I'm like, one side always kind of dominated the other. Like, you could say that Austin was a tweener his entire career. He would stun anybody got in his way. But I'm like, the shit he did was more good. Especially, I'm talking about, in his title run and stuff, was more good than bad. So I never saw Austin as a tweener. He was like, he's a good guy. He's a face. He's an edgy face, I'll give you that, but he's a face. So saying that Diesel's a tweener after Survivor Series 95 is ridiculous. I'm like, I'm sorry, he's more of a heel. He can give a whole speech where he's just like, the fans that, I respect the fans or appreciate the fans that are sticking by me, but everybody else, I don't care. No, it don't matter to me. I'm just like, no, you're doing heelish things right now. You're a heel. Like, I don't know. That just always bugged me. Everybody's like, he's a tweener. It's like, no, he's not. He's a heel. He's a bad guy. Whatever. Officially, it's officially in the books. He was a tweener at this time, so who am I to argue? But to me, he's a heel. But anyway, so that kind of starts his journey as a tweener, if you will. So what about this match? I loved it. This is easily, without even question, the greatest main event in '95. Because that was a shit year for WWF altogether. Even though they weren't all bad, it was just, I don't know. Overall, it was just like, ugh. And this kind of signaled the end of that. Because 96 was when I kind of got back into it. I didn't think 96 was too bad. I thought 96 actually had really good. It's sort of, even though financially it wasn't picking back up, as far as the product, I think it gets better. And especially in 97, and then of course, boom, Attitude Era, baby. So, but yeah, this match really kind of turned it around. I wouldn't expect this match to be as hardcore as it was. Like, I don't know, I guess I wasn't expecting to get extreme. Now, once again, by today's standards, maybe it's not that extreme, but, back then it was pretty crazy. And I'm thinking, like, right now, I'm watching it today. First time I watched it, 2017, I thought it was really good. I thought it was damn good. Because they did it right. It didn't feel like a spot fest to me. It was almost like each individual spot had some build to it. They weren't just like, oh, here we go, ladder, jump off. Here we go, table, jump through it. Oh, chair shots. It felt structured, and I like that. So, yeah, I love this match. I thought it was damn good. And once again, it's like, this is the Diesel that should have been the champion. You know, one comment tweeting around, you feel like, give him the title here. To me, I felt like his entire run as babyface, granted, like on paper and in kayfabe, it was a great run. You know, anybody came up to him, he smacked him down, dominant champion. The entire for most of '95, he was champion, dominated the summer. It just seems like if the fans were very lukewarm on him or whatever, it's like you should let him. To me, it just seems like this is more to his personality. Like I see him enough shoot interviews. He just seems kind of like a cocky prick at times, and I'm like, this is him. Like, this to me, this is why Kevin Nash in the NWO worked so well, because it was like, it's him. He should have been this Diesel, right, all along. This should have been the Diesel he should have been right here. But they thought off of him, and then, of course, he would go WCW within a year. So, yeah, it is what it is. But, yeah, this match by itself, great. Just great. It's kind of a long match. You almost say it's almost like a half hour. Close to a half hour, but it doesn't feel like it flies by. It's damn good. Highly recommend. If you have not seen this match, I highly recommend it. So let me know what you guys thought of the Survivor Series no count out, no DQ, no time on world title match. Drop that shit down below. So guys, I'm gonna be taking a break from the main event for a couple weeks. I'll be back in 2 weeks, and I think I'm gonna be doing World War III when I come back. Now once again, it's just a break. I'm not taking a break from my other channels. I'll still be doing the Mid-Card Mania with Steve and the new show, Opening Match, with my girlfriend Angel. So we'll still be doing stuff, but I'm just going to be taking a break from the main event for right now. Like I say, a couple weeks off, just kind of recharging my batteries a little bit. You know, can't just keep going all the time. You got to take a break sometimes. Got to smell the roses, you know. So, yeah, taking a little bit of break. But in 2 weeks, come back. Got a big show for you with World War III, which I'm personally excited for. So that's all I got, guys. Thank you for watching. Till next time.